the data, stealing the data from the secure environment. Okay, from the government organization, they started getting the data because he was having the rights on all the things. तो इसी ऐसी चीजों को अवॉइड करने के लिए कि जो सी हम ये वी कैन नॉट गारंटी ईच एंड एवरी एम्प्लॉय, करेक्ट? In organization many employees are there, and if I give you the full permission on all the things, tomorrow you feel that okay, company is not right for me and you sell that data. If I sell that data, company is in that threat. So company says, not on company, any environment, they say break the permissions. Break the permission means no one will be having the full permission. It is like that, you if you are having admin rights for activity ABC, then others, you will not have the admin rights for other things. You will not have admin rights for other activities. It is like that. You are not, it is not like, okay, you can perform everything in the system. If I'm giving that kind of permission, then I'm insecuring my environment. So that's a thumb rule. We break the rules. We break the permission itself. We break the permission rule itself. So एक governing body होती है जिसको, अगर if everyone is interested in security, अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हो सिक्योरिटी में, तो इस गवर्निंग बॉडी को जाके पढ़ो, सीआईएस। सीआईएस एक गवर्निंग बॉडी है। सिमिलरली लाइक इंडिया में भी आरबीआई भी बनाती है सीआईएस। हार्डनिंग को अगर सर्च करोगे ना, हार्डनिंग फॉर लिनक्स, okay, from Linux operating system, I search it out. They will give you the rule, and the first rule says no one will be having the full permission on anything. If I am giving the full permission on anything, then it's a problem. ये जो होता है ना, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन गाइड्स होती है। These guides talk about how to implement the security in the system. देखो एक सिंपल चीज समझो, जैसे you guys are using Android मोबाइल, करेक्ट? Everyone is having the मोबाइल, ओके? अब उस मोबाइल के अंदर एक अगर हम जो एप्स यूज कर रहे हैं, जो डिजिटल एप्स यूज कर रहे हैं, यू आर ओनली यूजिंग द फ्रंट एंड। अल्टीमेटली ये जो आपका डेटा है, जो अगर यूपीआई की बात करें, एनपीसीआई जो यूपीआई को मेंटेन करता है, द डेटा इज गोइंग इन द बैक एंड। अगर बैक एंड में जहां आपका डेटा जा रहा है, जहां योर होल ट्रांजेक्शन इज स्टोरी इज रिटर्न इट, if I give the rights there, then your data is insecure. Ultimately, when you're doing the UPI scan, you send the money, someone is receiving the money, the whole transaction is happening. But ये तो आप फ्रंट एंड पर कर रहे हो ना, बैक एंड पर तो एवरीथिंग इज रिटर्न इन द बैक एंड। जीपे से थोड़ी कुछ हो रहा है। जीपे इज जस्ट अ यूजर एक्सेस मैनेजमेंट। द बैक एंड इज द वन हु इज डूइंग दिस एक्टिविटी। जब बैक एंड में जो इज हैपनिंग, वेयर द परमिशन हैज टू बी ब्लॉक्ड, वी कैन नॉट गिव द परमिशन टू रीड योर डेटा। तो everything has to be very secure when it comes to the real time user data. See, your Facebook, on your Facebook, you can paste your Aadhaar card. No matters. But if Aadhaar card has been, your Aadhaar card information has been leaked by the bank, it is a $1 million penalties. When you see now the data breach has happened, in this, Ola has data breach, and sometimes you see Citibank has a data breach. They pay the penalties for that. Reason is any kind, your date of birth, you can publicly announce it on social media, that is fine. But your date of birth is leaked by the bank is a concern. It is like that. Okay, so security is the biggest chunk. You need to understand these are the breaking rules. So ये जो है ना, sorry, I just started English, sorry, my bad. I will speak in English only. I will speak in English. So security breach is something which has to be identified. I will speak in English, sorry. I am not getting exited from this. Okay, type this thing. Escape, press escape key, colon, WQ exclamation mark. Then see. Use English, please. Yes, sure. I'll use English only. So what I'm telling is security breach is the biggest threat in your UPI when you are using the GPay. GPay is on the front end. Ultimately, your data is going in the back end. Front end is in your mobile. That is only the front end API you are accessing it. Front end API call the backend. If I will not plan the backend properly, everything will be on thread. Each and every piece of your data is in the thread if we will not break down the permissions. So permission, when I say permission breakdown, what is mean is, see operating system, let's take this way. See operating system is a kind of a big home, big office. Okay. When you enter the office, we don't give a master card kind of thing that everyone can go and enter everywhere. Correct. We put small check-ins every place. You are allowed to go in certain place. You are not allowed to go everywhere. So same way operating system also, root is something which can go everywhere, but we don't want to put the root. So there are companies who are there to lock the root, because by design we cannot go and remove the root. Root will be there. I cannot go and remove the root. That is the design. So how to protect that root is the concern. Correct. So every application has the super user. It is not only Linux. In Windows also there is a super user which is called administrator. So every operating system has a super user. Even in your Android phone, developer mode is there, that is a super user there. Okay. Now let's go back. I'll see is there any concern area is there. English is done. English, I will go in English only generally. Okay. Now let's understand the Linux architecture. This is the topic we will be covering it today. Okay. Linux architectures, to understand the Linux architecture, first understand the operating system. If I say that, okay, I want to install the operating system and I want to control the operating system, first what I need it, I need a hardware. Okay. In the hardware, what I need it, I mainly need the CPU, memory, and hard disk. Correct. Everyone has a laptop. Everyone has a laptop. In that laptop, you have processing unit, CPU, you have memory, and you have a hard drive in the form of SSD and all this thing. In top of this hardware, you will be installing the operating system. This operating system will be controlling the hardware. When I say controlling the hardware, basically it will be doing the memory management, CPU management, all this thing they will do it. Okay. So you have a hardware, top of hardware, you have operating system. Now operating system, when it comes to the Linux, okay, Linux operating system has something called kernel and user space, user and kernel space, if I should say. So what command you are typing it, you are typing in the user space. What is kernel then? Kernel is the core of Linux operating system. Kernel is the core, or I say heart of Linux operating system.